Before the video proper begins, I'm going to ask you guys to sort of help me out. So, once you're done watching the video, could you kind of try and estimate my accent, like where it's from roughly? Because I have no idea where my accent is from or what sort of accent it is. And the friends I've asked haven't been particularly helpful in that regard either. Although most of them are not from the US, so that might play a part. Although, of course, even if you're not from the US, I would still love to see your opinions on it. So I will put contact information for me in the doobly-doo or description, and you can put in the comments. You can use those contact methods. I don't really care. I'll look for the comments later and figure it out. So the video proper is going to start now. Okay, so first off, I'm going to apologize if like the audio isn't good or there's background noise or something. I'm literally just walking around in circles in this area on campus and just trying to, because I ended up kind of procrastinating so much I don't really have any options because I have a class in 30 minutes, so that's wonderful. So again, apologize for that. As for what I'm going to talk about, it's going to be about how, small changes can sort of like completely affect your entire life. And sometimes the small changes you don't realize that will affect your life until much, much, much later. So so an example I'll give here is how I met my girlfriend and my closest friend online. And closest friend, period. So, first, we met in a server, okay? So, she had her own long path of things that led her to that server, but it is private, and there's some dark stuff there that is probably not appropriate for here in Ice. So, I'm not going to talk about that due to those reasons, but I am going to talk about the chain of coincidences that led me there. First off, we had to have a shared interest. So that's one. It's a pretty niche interest. I'm not gonna explain much more because I would prefer to not have people like end up finding us or something. But you'll probably hunt it down. I believe I've said it, but I would prefer not to say it for here in this like semi-public situation because privacy again, and I'm not. Because I just don't feel comfortable, and to get there I had to be on another server at just the right time to be invited to that server. So that's already honestly quite a coincidence. Second, I had to join that server, which I got through via a subreddit, which was for the same specific interest. Now, I had to find a Discord server, which, again, coincidence again. And then, I had to find a subreddit, which required two things, me being on Reddit and me having that interest. And I got into that thing because of some of my teachers in community college mentioning in class. So another coincidence. So we're already kind of stacked high. And remember, on the other side, there's that complete different list of coincidences. And then we had to fall in love, which it's its own story. But I think this is a good example of how sort of like small changes can really affect the entire thing.